Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to Deltarune Chapter 5. Last episode, well, we have made it to the top of Flower Castle. Essentially, we have to go fight Flowery now. We have fought every other flower in the game except him. And also we saw the, the Shadow Crystal boss. We met her. She's a lot of fun. Really fun deep cut from the Switch port of Undertale, actually. Like, if you have not played the Switch port of Undertale, it is kind of required reading, I guess, for this particular game. Because, it's a character we've met before, but in a new context that we haven't seen before, if that makes sense. In any case, we gotta go fight Flowery, and there's nothing really left to it. We just gotta do it. Also, I have seen somebody apparently has revealed that you can apparently just do this fight by just spamming the button, which I think is funny. So I'm going to try that real fast. So you made up your minds. Listen, since the beginning, we were love. Your father grew us a rainbow bouquet of 7 flowers. As a proposal to your mother. Flowers that were only supposed to live for one smiling day. And yet, he did not let us go. No, he kept us alive alongside his love. Every day, he watered us and talked to us. He sang his dream to us. And every day, we wished we could do something in return. His friends grew sick, and we could do nothing. His money ran out, and we could do nothing. His family left him, and we could do nothing. And yet, he still cared for us. Weak, useless flowers. Flowers that could do nothing in return. But now, our time has come for flowers to be the heroes. And build a world where all of his kindness may be repaid. Chris, this is your final chance. If you really believe your world is better, then stand against us. My recruits!
Lend me your power!
Alright, Chris, if you want to prove your worth, charge up your bravery-colored heart. Okay, this does work. Uh-oh. Chris, press and release A to attach. Tapping it works, too. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. You know, I had wanted to meet the other flowers to see how wonderful they all are. Okay. Aww. I missed. It could just be friends. You might as well turn over a new leaf. Okay. But I see your heart's just set in stone. Your world, your fountain is more important than ours. Okay. Imagine that, a brave who didn't have to, a branch where we didn't have to fight. We could even call it a pacifist route. I swear I won't let you down, buddy. really just what heroes can do. Hey, they can match my style. You made fairies here beautifully hit. You think that's gonna stop me? You're not the only one that can act. I will lose. My friends are behind me. Seth, remember this pattern I taught you. Yeah, improve them. Watch. Uncle, let's play a knife cutting game. Hee, it's always so fun. Ow. Right. No more words. Just realize flowers are the real heroes. Well, we gotta... The good news is we can't lose any of our items. So we just gotta brute force it, I think. Alright. Anything else gonna stop me? Okay. So if I have to, I can use Chris on his own. Okay. Okay. Play. Just gotta get smart for Asgore. This is our dream. Nightmare. Alright. Spin, Susie and Ross, I gave their all. Okay, Omega vibrate. Good turn. This is a long fight. How am I supposed to... How about 99-cent tip? Yeah, no, I see why they had to nerf this fight. Escar, if I'm courageous, you'll be proud of me, right? Ow. Okay. This fight is long. Okay, the praise Flowery. Choose the Flowery. Blue. We know Flowery. We're here to play our part. Begin the trial. Oh! Tonight Justice Rise together. Enough of this act. I'm finishing this. Let me prove, without a doubt, Flowery isn't as innocent as he behaves. Susie and Chris were jailed illegally. I've never seen that object in my life. Then... this moss was their prison food. Innocent people don't belong behind bars. Since when are thieves innocent? This petal feather, you stole it from the shrine. Aqua, it was a gift. Since when was it hers to give away? Too bad, looks like it's back to jail for... I did it. All of it was my idea. Alright, hey. Chris, Susie, I'm sorry. Finish it without me. Not bad, Rally. But it didn't get your friends any closer to Dark Fountain. And of course, I don't need a child to expose the truth. We've watched you since you were a child. And I know that you've changed. I don't know what your plans are, but if they involve Asgore, this is as far as you'll go. Feel it, smell it, the power of flowers.
And one more for the band.
Ah! I got so far that time, though! Okay, this fight is mean. I hate this. Why does this fight suck? Why do you suck? Please. Well, I know after a while that is supposed to start giving me more TP. So I can progress the fight faster. Okay. Honestly, the music does kind of make it up for the fact that this is a brutal fight. Okay, I hadn't gotten that attack pattern in a while. I was wondering if it was even... I wondering if that was part of the rebalance, but apparently not. Alright, well now that we know we're gonna start losing party members, we're gonna do our best to keep Chris alive. Yeah, no, that, and, okay. But I'm supposed to do it every time we die. Actually, I think every so often, it raises the TP we earn. At least it's supposed to. I'm gonna be spending 2 hours like in this. I can already tell. The good news is I don't lose any of my items. The bad news is it's a long fight. Okay. Alright, again. Okay. How many times does it actually take the flower fight to get easier? Because I know it does after a set amount of times. It gets better after 12 times. Okay. So the chart is every time after 6. So I think I am in the point where it's going to start getting easier for me. If I still can't do it after this, I probably am just bad at the game. Ow. This sucks. This just sucks. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna see if I have any butter items in storage, but good God. Not a whole lot. Let's try this again. But Jesus, I've been at this for an hour now. Jesus Christ. Come on. I'm real frustrated with this final boss now. What accusation again? You want to believe things to chance. Prove it on your own side, Sprinkles. Of course, I don't need a truth to expose the truth. We watched you since you were a child. I know if you've changed. I don't know what your plans are, but if there's anything involved in it, this is as far as you go. Feel it. Smell it. The power of flowers. Jesus. This isn't fair. Storage. We're gonna swap out the tension max for something a little bit more helpful, because good God. So it didn't help at all. It's been about 2 hours, but I'm frustrated. I don't know if you can tell. Well, about an hour and a half. I shouldn't say 2 hours. It's gotta be about 2 hours when by the time I'm done with this, I can tell you that much. Okay. Now we're on the part that I'm...
And one more for the fans.
Choose his idea? This is Susie's idea. Chris, I just noticed from what Flowery said, but the flowers were stopped going up a while ago. If you want to get to the Zack fountain, we gotta find another way. Got it. Hey, Flowery, Asgore's falling down there. Oh, buddy? Chris, this is it. Go. Get back here. We're not getting away. Okay, this is the final sequence. Okay. Hey, you almost got past me for a second there. With a wake-up, Chris, I can never lose to you. Because I'm not alone. Watch and learn, Chris. The true power of friendship.
Your powers combined. Omega Flowery.
Okay. 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 Okay, I think this is it. Okay, I think we got it. Jesus. That took an hour and a half, but I did it. I hesitated. Why? It's not right. We have to defeat you. We have to. Get up. What are you doing? Asgore! Chris, my God, are you alright? Flowery, didn't you say they went home? I thought if they wanted to prove... How could I have let this happen? I was so obsessed with finding out about the Dark World. I didn't make sure you were... This is a comedy, not a tragedy. Get up, you two. Chris, thank goodness you're okay. Chris, I think I owe you an apology. Not just you, but everyone as well. Chris, ever since that horrible day, I've only blamed myself for what happened. All I ever wanted was to prove it wasn't my fault. To make sure that it would never happen again. That it was all because of this. The Dark World. But now that I'm finally here, it makes me realize how pointless that all was. None of you ever blamed me. None of you ever said it was my fault. Even so, seeing the aftermath of my failure made my self-hatred consume me. One that ultimately drove your mother away. I thought if I could just prove I was right, it would fix everything. But even when I finally found that proof I wanted, I still failed to protect you. Chris, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not realizing sooner. When Azrael comes home, I would love to see the both of you together. Even without your mother, if she prefers. And, Chris, I'm immensely proud of you. It seems that while I wasn't looking, you've become courageous, wise, and made many wonderful friends. Chris, it's your time now. End this dream, won't you? But wait, Asgore. What about the diner? What about skateboards? Flowery, you do know I was just playing along, right? My only goal was to find the truth. If anything, your actions toward me made me realize, well, how it feels to receive such unasked for attention. You didn't actually like my mixtape? Well, I did. It was, well, very thoughtful. But at times, you seemed like a really lovely person. All of you did, but... Asgore, listen, this world, it's perfect for you. I've seen how alone you are. You want to go back? Flowery, even if I wanted to, I couldn't stay. Why? Back in the real world, my shop is waiting. It's not right to leave it empty. Someone has to take care of the flowers. Heh. Can't argue with that, old buddy. If that's what he wants, that's what he wants. Alright, let's get the hell out of here then. Well then, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Hello. I can't talk to any of them. Sounds silly now, but I just wanted to be a cowboy. Well, was I a good one, Blue? Thanks for watching my dream. really get it, but playing together was fun. Let's play again soon. Thank you for watching my dream. Green wanted to be a chef and knows the flavor of many foods. Thank you for watching their dream. I wanted to have courage and fight to protect what I loved. Was I brave? You'll say I was brave, right? Thank you for watching my dream. I wanted to move, to feel, to know love in my limbs. But even if it ends, love will always continue. Thank you for watching our dream. While I still could, I wanted to know everything. Of course, in the end, I couldn't really be the genius I wanted, but I'd still like to think I learned a whole lot. Thank you for watching my dream. Flowers have dreams too. The darkness lets us fantasize a higher form of consciousness. But dreams are dreams. It's time this capricious reverie came to an end. Chris, the fountain is waiting for you. Okay. Time to seal this thing closed. What are you waiting around for? We say goodbye, that means goodbye. The flowers back home. They were my wedding bouquet. I kept taking care of them all this time, but from now on, I'm going to do it for my own sake. Did you want to say something? Chris, don't worry. After we get back, we can tell the mayor about everything we saw. I know she'll do everything she can to help. The more people are saved from this, the better. Chris's other friend. It's strange. At a glance, they look a bit like Azrael. But the longer you look, the harder it is to tell if they're a monster at all. Did you want to say something? We were both worried, Chris, that Azrael was going to end up your only friend. But it seems that you've met someone rather wonderful. Not only has she fought by your side through danger, but she also seems to have an interest in flowers. Sealed the fountain? We had done everything. It was as if your very soul was glowing. Time to go home. Or not? What? Hey, why are we still here? No. Someone just made a second fountain? Hey! Leave it to me. You got this, Flowery. Kick his ass. Hey, you think you can outspeed a flower? What, leafing so soon? You're not the only one that can start a battle. Some enemies showed up. Try running away now. Flowery spelled Florida. Looks like it's just you and me. Take this. Ooh, ah! Hey, how did you like my Girona? You can ignore my fake statistics? Huh. Who needs stats anyway? I've got a bouquet of moves where that came from. Seems like you still don't get it. Nothing is stronger than a flower's dream. Yeah, I saw that coming. Flowery! Miss. Flowery! Flowery, say something! Rally? You know, your magic can't heal this, so why? Because I have to try, you know. Flowery, are you okay? He is not, in fact, okay. He is dying. I'm fine, Princess. I just need a little water. Damn it, flowers really are useless, aren't they? They sit around looking beautiful, then they wither away. Now our caretaker's gone, and we'll take care of you. Give you light and water and stuff, and then we'll go out and get Asgore back. Haha, Susie, how sweet you are. Everyone, listen carefully to me. Us plants are neither darkness nor lightners. We are living beings that take on new consciousness in the dark. We can feel things others can't understand. Something horrible is stirring underneath the town. A darkness beyond your imagination. Susie, Chris, the road ahead of you is draped in shadow, but I know you can do it, as long as you stay together. You two have the inner light that can save this world. I just wish I wasn't so useless. You aren't useless, Flowery. Having something to take care of gave Asgore purpose too. Just being a flower, that's enough for him. Ah, Rowley. You're not half bad yourself, you know that. Maybe in another life we could have been friends. You two, go seal the fountain, okay? I'll stay here. Alright. A flower torn in half. He just had to go and be dramatic, didn't he? Idiot. Chris, please go see the fountain. Okay. That was... He did his best, but his best wasn't enough. I had a feeling that was going to happen, though. They had set that up pretty well throughout the chapter. That the knight would eventually come in and just kick his ass. Chris? Just sealed it. I know our level goes... I also know that mechanically our level goes up every time we do that. So we just gained 2 levels, I think, is... officially. Oh. Yeah. But Flowery. Chris, stay here. I'm gonna find something to help. I don't think you can help this. It's a broken container for a golden flower. You dug through the soil. In the soil were 2 things. 1, a packet of seeds from the golden flower. They are covered in warning labels. You took the seeds. The second thing was a piece of paper. On the piece of paper was a code. It says, shelter. You gripped the paper. And with both hands, began to tear it. Chris! Hey, I got tape. Help him out a sec. Hey, is that? It's a bit ripped, but I can still read it. That 9151999X. Chris, we got another code. Hey, don't just stand there. Tape him up. Is he gonna be okay? Sorry, guys. You're gonna have to share for now. Oh, yeah, I should explain. Before we sealed the first fountain, Flowery talked to me. And told me that Asgore used to be the police chief. And still had his shelter code buried in Flowery's soil. He told me not to tell anybody about it, but... Guess he told you too, huh? Anyway, let's get out of here fast. Okay, this is... Pink fuzzy bedsheet. Okay. TV, it's turned face down. On top of it is an anime-style comic. It's too dark to look at closely. It's too dark to look at closely. Oh. Well. Papers looking closely is not just receipts. But you never liked looking closely. Back to reality again, huh? Chris? We couldn't stop them. How much longer are they going to keep taking more people? And how much longer are those people going to be safe? Hey, Chris? I know this probably isn't good timing. Maybe it's actually the worst timing, but... Would you mind walking me home? There's something I want to talk to you about. Oh. Walk with you? Thanks, Chris. Seeds. The seeds of the golden flower. You cannot use it right now. Hey, the lights are still up. Kinda, huh? Nah, I mean, it's not time for that, right? So, about what I wanted to say. It's like, you know... I guess you and me make a pretty good team, right? I've just been thinking about that. Think about us. Hey, not over here. Okay, I'm... Since that day in this closet, since our first adventure, kind of feels like all this has been our special Chris and Susie thing. Our thing no one can take away. Our secret. Our adventures. Our thing that's just better. If it's just the two of us. You feel the same way, right, Chris? Yeah. I guess what I want to say is, Chris, this can't just be our adventures anymore. People are in actual danger. Your dad is in actual danger. We can't mess up anymore. We have to tell someone closer to the shelter codes, someone who can help us fight. Chris, this can't just be a me and you thing. It needs to be Noelle's thing too. Chris? Thanks for walking me home. Okay. So that was chapter 5. The final stretch of that was a lot longer than I was expecting it to be, but overall I loved it. So this is easily the biggest Dark World we've done, and I absolutely loved everything about it. So essentially it was very interesting seeing Asgore and seeing someone playing with ideas that we didn't actually knowing more than he let on. It was very interesting seeing his arc of course the entire, you know, of it being revealed that he's been investigating the Dark Worlds for a long time, and it's been revealed that the Dark Worlds have been a thing for a lot longer than we thought they were. So him trying to investigate them was very interesting, but he realized he got in too deep and it was causing problems to his life. And oh, there's cutscenes. But they're preparing for Noelle to come live there. Ah, cool. So So that's the end of it. To be continued in chapter 6. Whenever that is. Okay. Okay, so that's the end of chapter 5. So I guess I'm gonna... Yeah, now the intro is back to normal. I have apparently found out that these are once per... What is it? Game. Not per save file, per game. If you want to see the intro, the unique intro state of the levels again, you have to reset all of your save data and all that. Which I think is interesting, mechanically. But in any case, going into my thoughts about the rest of Deltarune. Basically, loved everything about this chapter. Obviously, it was really cool seeing the flowers be kind of a recontextualization of... Well, that's the thing. Like, a lot of this game has helped recontextualize parts of Undertale. And this chapter was no exception to that. It recontextualized most of the 7 humans. Most of the 8 humans. We've got all of the hearts. Like, essentially... And what I liked about the flowers is that, funnily enough, they lacked the one trait that all of the humans had in Undertale. So, like, essentially, you had the fact that, you know, Aqua was impatient as hell. Seth was cowardly and would run at the first sign of danger. And then you had Yellow, who represented justice, but he was very wishy-washy. You had Blue, who liked to steal things. Orange was very thin-skinned, so not very tough at all. And Green was more or less exactly what you'd expect, but the difference was that he charged an arm and a leg for healing items, which isn't very kind at all. But yeah, I liked that. I think Flower Castle was very well designed. I liked the mechanic of being able to turning into a platforming game. That was awesome. That was very unique. And then there was also, the fact that the game, you know, and then there was also like Asgore's arc, where apparently Asgore has been investigating the Dark Worlds for a really long time. And as it turns out, the Dark Worlds have been around for a lot longer than we thought. And while he doesn't specify exactly what happened, it's implied that he knows that somebody disappeared. And we already know that Des was like one of the first people to disappear. So it seems that the Night has been disappearing people for a really long time, and I am curious how long that's been going on for. But then you also have, you know, Ralsei's arc, where it's very clear that there's something different, where it's very clear that he butted heads with Flowery a lot, because Flowery believed he could protect everyone, and he was wrong. He was dead wrong. They pretty firmly established that, you know, then he couldn't protect anyone from the Night, even though he was, as he describes, not a lightener or a darkener, but something in between, which is interesting. So we already established that there's already characters like that. Like obviously Gerson is kind of like that, because he died, came back as a darkener recreation of himself, so he was neither. So it is interesting that they were continuing that idea from the lore. And then obviously we still don't know who the Knight is, but we got 2 more chapters where I'm sure that'll get revealed at some point. And Chris once again seems to still be helping the Knight, because he tried to rip up the shelter codes and failed. So clearly whatever's going on, Chris knows what's going on. Doesn't want us in the shelter. So he doesn't want anybody in the shelter, so he's trying his best to keep everybody out. But honestly, there's a whole lot I can say about this game. Like, there's a lot to this game. We still got 2 chapters left, though, so I'm curious where things are going to go. Chapter 6, they did say was not going to take nearly as long to finish, because it's a smaller chapter. This one was kind of a really big one that they wanted to get done, but it never got fully Essentially, it got chopped, as we already discussed, it got chopped off the full release, the full paid release for Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4. Chapter 2 was originally supposed to be part of the paid release, but COVID happened, so they changed their minds on that. But yeah, this chapter got chopped off the paid release, so they can focus more on it. I think it paid off, actually. I think the time they spent waiting for it was worth it. I think the time they spent waiting to finish it so that they can make sure it was perfect was worth it. The final boss, though, I do think was definitely in need of a balance. I don't know if I actually installed the balance update or not. I get the feeling I did not. Because it felt like it did. Because it felt like I hadn't. It felt like that the patch didn't really go through. But it felt like the patch didn't go through because it still felt like I was relying a lot more on muscle memory than I thought. But it was an overall fun chapter. And I am looking forward to Chapter 6. There's still a lot of theories that I'm sure people are going to have. But it's interesting what the Knight's end goal could possibly be, because they're abducting people. Like, just straight up abducting people. And we have no idea what's going on with that. I don't know what the Knight's motives could possibly be, but it seems to be more than just cause the roaring. Because they seem to be not only trying to cause the roaring and, destroy the world as per the prophecy, but also kidnapped anybody who could potentially learn about the Dark World. Like, that is interesting and weird. And I don't know, there's clearly something more with the Knight that we're just gonna have to figure out. But I don't know. I guess we will figure that out. But I got nothing else. So I guess that's gonna do it for this series. For now. Obviously, Chapter 6 will be coming out sometime in the near future. I have no idea when that is, but it's gonna be a thing eventually. So we're gonna look into that. I have no idea. I guess I will see you guys when Chapter 6 comes out. That'll probably be in a year, ish. I get the feeling, and then Chapter 7. No idea when that's coming out either, but I get the feeling it'll be in 2 or 3 years at most, if I had to guess. Because they did specify that everyone had started working on Chapter 6 that wasn't working on localization stuff. So, Chapter 6, I get the feeling, will be coming out sooner than we think. And then I have no idea how soon Chapter 7 will be. But there is a newsletter. So the newsletter will eventually come out and to let us know. I have no idea when that newsletter is going to come out, but they do one periodically. But in any case, that's going to do it for today and for this series. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter in the description below. Check out my Blue Sky as well. Link is down in the description below for that. I would appreciate that. Go and check out, of course, my Twitch. Link is down in the description below for that. We stream Saturdays and Sundays, so I'd appreciate it if you were to go and check that out. Link is, of course, down in the description below for that. Be sure, of course, to check out my, second channel where I post video essays. If you would like to go and support those, they're a lot of work, but I would appreciate that. This game is eventually going to be a topic of one of those when all 7 chapters are out. But I have no idea when that video is going to come out, but I am going to start recording it soonish. So yeah, look forward to that. But that is probably going to be a long process. That's probably going to be a process that's going to be waiting on it for a while. But I do think it'll be. I actually do want to make that. I also want to make one on Undertale too, because I haven't done that yet. Even though I have done a playthrough on it, I do want to also make a video dissecting it because I think it's also interesting. But I kind of do want to make that for like a preparatory video of the Deltarune one, so I may make that. I don't know. But in any case, go check that out. Link is down in the description below for those. Also on the end screen. Speaking of which, if you want to see more content from me, then be sure to check out the videos linked in the end screen. Time for you to the most recent video, and it may or may not be this video. Whereas the bottom video is a video recommended to you based on what you've already seen from me. So if you want to try something new or see more of what you like, then be sure to check both those videos out. Of course, be sure to check out my Discord. Link is down in the description below for that. And we have a Minecraft server over there, so please go check that out. And finally, if you want to see more, if you want to support what I do, be sure to go and check out my Patreon. Link is down in the description below. It helps me support me, and it's only a couple bucks a month, so I'd appreciate that. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching this series. And until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.